Hello and welcome to another Phase 5 phonics lesson. This week we're doing the final sounds in part 1 of Phase 5. We're looking at R, air and ear. So let's get going. Okay, let's start off with a review section then, as we normally do, thinking about some sounds we already know. So get your fingers ready. The first one I want you to find is the E sound. 10 seconds, off you go. Okay, great. Let's see what you could have found. There was a few here. We had green, steep, creep, and bleed, all with the double E spelling of the E sound. Okay, next one is the sound. The sound. 10 seconds, off you go. Did you find it? It's up here in the word printer, and it's at the end there. And notice it's not a very strong sound. It's that schwa sound normally, at the end. So bit of a tricky one there, because yeah, not always making a really clear sound in that word. Okay, and lastly, could you find for me the or sound? 10 seconds, off you go. Shall we see where it is? There it is in sport with that O-R spelling of or. Okay, well done. We're all warmed up, so let's have a think about today's sounds. Now, unusually, we're looking at 3 different sounds today, which are all quite similar sounds. We're looking at the R sound, the air sound, and the ear sound. So have a look at these spellings. The AR spelling of R is something that we've looked at already. You will have seen the AIR spelling of air as well. Today we're introducing this new spelling, A-R-E. Now you might think that this would make an R sound because it's got that same AR as we've got over here, but actually it makes the air sound normally. And lastly we've got the ear sound, which we have met before. So let's have a think about this word down here to remind ourselves of what we need to do when we're reading. When we first meet a word, and if we can't recognise it straight away, we need to say each of the sounds in the word slowly and then blend them together. So listen to me do that. K, L, E, L, E. K, L, E, L, E. Clearly. So can you see there? I said each of the sounds and then I blended them together and I've got the word clearly. And that's really helpful, and you can work up as slow as you need to, saying each of the sounds and getting your words slightly quicker until you can say it all blended together. Okay, time to have a go at reading then. So here are your words for today. You've got R words, 2 columns of air words, so air and air, and then over here you've got ear words. Have a go at reading those, click pause here and click play when you're finished. Brilliant, hopefully you got on well reading those words. We've just got a few red words to think about today before we move on to some sentences. Now, a couple of these red words aren't really to do with the sounds we're looking at today, they're just important words, but this top one here is to do with the sounds that we've been thinking about. It's the word half, and you can hear that it's got that R sound in the middle, but actually it's not made with an AR, it's made with an AL, which is a very unusual spelling of the R sound. So that's one to know, and it's a really important one because we use it all the time in maths. The next 2 words are any and many, and these are just words that are very common, so we need to know them. And the funny thing about them is that they've got an A again, but this time the A is making an E sound. So you'd expect it to be the letter E, but actually it's the letter A. So any and many. So pause there, have a quick go at reading those words, and then click play when you're happy that you know them. Let's have a go at reading some sentences. So here's your first one. Click pause, have a go at reading it, and have a go at spotting those sounds that we've looked at today. Okay, let's read this together. At the start of art, he sat on the chair and carefully prepared the paint. Okay, let's have a look for those R, air, and ear sounds. So we've got an R sound here in start, and then another one in art with that AR spelling. We've got the air sound here in chair with that AIR spelling. Then we've got the air sound again here in carefully, and this one's got that different spelling that we're looking at today, ARE. And then again we've got the ARE in prepared. Fantastic. Let's have a look at the next one. So click pause, have a go at reading this one, and click play when you're done. Let's read through together then. She could hear the birds in a nearby clearing, even though the darkness made it hard to see. Well, straight away you can see up here we've got the ear sound with that EAR spelling. We've then got the ear sound again in nearby, and again in clearing. And then our last sound that we're looking at today is that R sound down in hard. I wonder if you spotted all of those. Oh, I've missed one. Can you see where it is? Yeah, it's over here, isn't it? In darkness. We've got an AR there as well, making the R sound. Okay, let's have a go at our final reading for today. So there it is. Click pause, have a go at this one, click play when you're done. Here we go then. They walked barefoot across the dairy farm. A hairy dog barked from across the yard, but apart from that, everything was quiet. Lots to find in here. I wonder if you spotted them as you were reading. We've got our first sound up here, barefoot. We've got the air sound in there with an ARE. Then we've got the air sound again in dairy. This word is very similar to the word diary, but diary has an I first and then an A, whereas this has got the AIR spelling that makes the air sound. We've got it again in hairy, another air sound. Then we've got an R sound in barked with that AR. Can you spot the next one? Yard. There it is, another AR sound. Again, we've got the AR in apart, and that is the last one here. Well done today. We're going to leave things there. You've done a great job. Well done on finishing another phonics lesson. We will be back on Friday to look at those sounds again and do some writing. See you then.